Welcome to Board Game Empire. We're going to be giving you a brief overview and review of Air, Land, and Sea Critters at War. So this is a card battling game where you are trying to control the most theaters. Each theater, each opponent has their own side. You only play on your own side, and you don't affect the player's cards at all as far as moving them around or anything. Some of your abilities may affect their side, but overall you'll be using your own side and your abilities affect your own side for the most part. So you are trying to be the first player to 12 points. It's a 2-player game. You have your Supreme Commander cards. You deal these out randomly. One will be first player, one will be second player, and that will be switching from round to round until someone wins the game with 12 points. So each player is dealt 6 cards. They keep those secret. And the first player will start out playing a card on either land, air, or sea. You can either match it with the same color, or you can play face down, which is called improvising, on any theater, and it only counts as 2 points. When you play a card, some of them will have tactical abilities, and they're either, if they say you may, it's optional. This one, for instance, says, and it's an infinite, so it's an ongoing effect. All cards covered by this card are now strength 4. So if you cover, say you did have some improvised cards, if it covered that, that makes it worth 4 points now. So you have 8 points on your side of that theater. The opponent's also going to be playing, even though I've got that on the wrong one. Let me put it on the right one first of all. The players are also going to be playing their cards. For instance, this one, they only have 1 green. So they'll probably play that one there. So you would win that theater unless they somehow had cards that manipulated it. They are cards that make adjacent cards worth more, and things like that. So you're just going to be playing either face up and the abilities take effect, or face down and they just count as 2 points and there's no abilities. They are cards that let you flip these cards. There's cards that let you move cards from theater to theater. The color doesn't matter. There's lots of different abilities. Most of them are ongoing. They are some with a little lightning bolt that are instant. This one says you may return one of your face down cards to your hand if you do play a card. So that kind of gives you an extra bonus move. So you're just going to keep placing cards one by one.
And there are some cards that allow you to pick up cards from the
deck, yeah. So, and then at the end of the round, you're going to tally up whoever has. You look at the abilities. Some of them add points. Let's see, none of these give more points. So this person would have 9 to 5. So this player would win this theater. This player would win this theater because they've got 6. This one has 4. This one you gain 3 strength in adjacent theater. So this one's actually worth 8. And this one's worth 6, 8, 9. So this player would win the round because they won the most theaters. So they would get 6 points. However, say I knew there's no way I'm going to win. So say I decided after playing like 3 cards, I'm going to withdraw because I know I can't. With my cards in my hand, I know there's no way I can win a normal victory. So I withdraw. I have 3 cards left in my hand. So you look at the opponents, whoever withdrew, you look at the opponent's hand. The longer you take to withdraw, the more points the winner gets. So I have 3 cards in my hand. So they would get 3 points because I withdrew. So you just keep going until one player has 12 points. When you're doing refreshing the round at the end of the round, if no one's won, you move these over and you deal out 6 new cards and you just keep going until someone wins. Does that cover everything? Mm-hmm. Very quick, very, very easy game. So what did you think?
I really like the components, the illustrations, and the cards. They're really cool cartoon style. I used to collect comic books, so I really like these. Plus, I lived in Japan, and it kind of reminds me kind of like anime style cartoons. So really like the components and the illustration. Font's easy to read. Replayability, high replayability, and because it doesn't take that much space. It literally took 2 minutes to set up, and and the play is only like 15, 20 minutes, or max 20 minutes. But high replayability, even with the low card counts, or there's not many cards, which I hope that they come out with expansion or add-on or something. So high replayability. Mechanics, I really like the mechanics. I like these type of card games. One thing that I noticed that I enjoy doing in this game is collecting a card, placing it down and as a 2, and then flipping it. And it's because at that point, it doesn't matter where it's at, because it doesn't. You can flip it, and it counts as the points.
You talking about your ability to let you do that?
Yeah. So once you flip it, but that's one of the things I noticed I was doing a lot, and allowed me to win. So, but there's so much strategy in this game, and different card abilities, and how to combo. I just wish that they expanded more with more cards, but really like the mechanics. So overall total, I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. Hoping that they come out with more cards that, so you could play more different abilities and combinations. But just a really cool game. 8 out of 10.
Well, I enjoy playing, but I'm just going to be upfront. These are not really my type of games. This is more Quentin and Anthony's style game. They love card battling games. So I enjoy playing it, but I will say it's not my first choice of game to play. But just basing it on the game itself, not my personal taste, it is a great game. And he totally kicked my butt because I'm not really that great at these games, because don't really get into them that much. But the mechanics and everything, they are great. How you are trying to claim your theater, and the abilities do make it a lot of fun. Because it does manipulate, all those abilities manipulate a lot on your side. Mostly, some on their side. Like there was one. If the adjacent theater they played, on the third card they played, they had to discard it. So that was kind of a take that card, but it never worked out for me. It never, because he obviously just avoided it. And so I never got to feel that sweet justice of him discarding the card. But most of them are things that take place on your side, from what I could see. I mean, it's not a lot of cards. I do agree it does need more cards for it to have longevity, that you would keep playing over and over, because I could see how it would get repetitive after, like 10 plays or more. It would start to get a little repetitive. So they should come up with some more cards, hopefully. How old is this game? A couple years?
Well, this is they copy it from was Air, Land, and Sea, which is the original game, and then they just added Critters at War.
Okay.
But it is from an original game, and then they added this themed type. But I'm hoping that they come out with an expansion to this, or more cards, because, like she said, it's a great game. It just needs more cards.
Yeah, but if you like card battling games, this is a fun one. I like the mechanics that it adds. That other card battling games don't have. So, and it's quick to set up and quick to explain. So it would be a great game to have, in your collection. If you just have, you have people that come and play, don't play games that often. This would be an easy one to bring to the table that would be fun and exciting for them to play. So I would give, for my personal taste though, I would give this a 7, because it's not one that I would want to play over and over, but it is a good game. And I'm sure if Quentin played this game, he would give it an 8 or 9, because he loves games like this. So just take what I say with a grain of salt, because, it's not really my in my wheelhouse. But hopefully this video helped you to decide if this is a game you would want to add to your collection. We will put the link in the description. Please give this video a like, share it with others so they can check out this game themselves. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much. If not, we hope you will subscribe and click that little bell so you can get notified of our content. Thank you again, and we look forward to seeing you next time.